Hi, this is Beth Siebert. I'm with Indian River County Fluid Artist, and today, because I know a lot of parents have anxiety about homeschooling, I'm going to give you guys an art lesson. You remember the arts were taken from the classroom? Well, guess what? They're all back. So first I have an 8 by 10 canvas. You can pick up 10 of these for about $9.99 at Michael's, and that you can actually order online and do drive-through, and there's a discount. You can stand them on little cups like this, little medicine cups, or you can put these big tacks in them. They're available on Amazon. Michael's also has painter's tape. I just do painter's tape because I'm used to it. We don't need the medicine cups. That's just in case you wanted to know how it. We need one because I'm low on a color, and hopefully I have this color already put out. Maybe not. And if I don't, I'm gonna have to go get it. Let's hope not. Okay, I have to go get it, so hold on a second. And yes, fluid artists are sometimes disorganized. We are, but we have good intentions. So, all I need you to do, because I know you're like, oh my gosh, the grocery bill, oh my gosh, everything is so expensive, the kids are driving me crazy, I need help. I understand that kids love to mix things, they really do. And so we're gonna let them mix. None of this stuff is toxic, so you're gonna be okay as long as your child doesn't eat it. I do not recommend eating it. So we're gonna put a little cup here. This is called Flood or Floetrol. You can get this, the latex kind, at Home Depot, or you can order it from Amazon. Either way, it comes to your door, or you just get it. The whole gallon is $15. I think $15 with tax. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of Floetrol in the cup. Actually, I put a lot in there. And there is no exact science to this, just that you know. Then I'm gonna add some yellow. And so kids love this part. I do recommend you keep cut up underwear or cut up t-shirts or cut up whatever, wet rags around so that if you need to wipe paint off, it comes right off. Do not wear clothes that you need to have nice clothes. Wear clothes that you can afford to lose. And so we're just gonna mix this up well, just with a popsicle stick. Everything I wash and reuse. I just like to be environmentally friendly, so I wash it and I reuse it. So, we've already got that. You know what the good part about this is when you spill it, it's still going on the canvas, so you really didn't spill it. It's just an early entrance into the canvas. So we just stir. We're gonna take a couple of drops of silicone. Now, you may say to me, I don't know what silicone is. Coconut hair oil is silicone. This silicone can be purchased from Michael's. That also is available there by order. And then what I do is I put my yellow in my bottle. So let me take it off camera here and pour it in there for. Now sometimes there's globs in the Floetrol. We call them snakes. There's other words that we use for them too sometimes when they mess up our painting, but those are not child appropriate. Okay, so you've got your yellow filled back up. So today we're just doing primary colors paintings with a little gold. I always love a little gold. So let's get our primaries out. And instead of red, I'm using magenta, but you can use red. It's not gonna really make that big of a difference. So I need to get a reasonable sized cup, which I thought I already pulled out, which maybe I didn't. Okay, let me get a reasonable sized cup. Right behind me. Hopefully, no, that one's broken. And see, it's been used. It's just dry. Now I'm not gonna fill this up, but maybe like a quarter of the way, because this is a small canvas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with blue, because blue goes with everything in this palette, right? So blue, and then magenta, which is kind of red. It's gonna make a nice purple. Maybe we'll get a lovely pink out of that too. And then, see, I'm not overlapping that. And then yellow goes on the magenta and the blue. And I'm gonna put more magenta in because you just can't have enough magenta either. And then we'll put some blue in. Now, normally you would wear gloves, or most people wear gloves. Please don't send me messages about not wearing gloves. These are all non-toxic paints, and Flood is non-toxic as long as you don't eat it. You know, we're all washing hands like crazy anyways. I'm gonna put a little gold in here because I hope you can see that. I love the gold. And then I'm gonna put on top of this, which you always put a layer of white. Now, these bottles are cake bottles. I got them at Michael's too, but you can get, oh, that's a little too much white. You can get those at Michael's, or you can get them like this big bottle that I have here. This I got at the dollar store too for $1. Okay, so let's go with pink. Because pink, magenta, it's not really pink, it's magenta. Sorry, guys. Magenta, some blue. Now, the higher you hold it up, the deeper it goes. Did you catch that? Let me see if I can put it under the camera for you. The higher you hold it up, the deeper it goes into the cup. You don't want to teach the kids that, though, because kids may have a little bit too much fun and it may end up being a mess in your house. But I do it. So, kids, listen to your parents right now, because it is a tough, tough time for them. I know y'all are not having so much fun either. Now, this is about as much paint as I really need to cover this canvas. I mean, actually, it's probably too much at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my paints down here and put them away so you don't see them. I had a bigger table that would have been easier to work on, but I didn't pull it out. And what I'm going to do is, this is actually my Lazy Susan. Sorry about hitting you guys. Make certain you're still in camera. Yeah, you're still in camera. Okay, so this is my Lazy Susan I got for $11 at Lowe's before everything went south. What your kids are going to do is what's known as a flip cup pour. Remember, the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow, right? So red and yellow make green, yellow and red make, or magenta in this case make orange, and blue and red make purple. So you're going to have 6 colors possible on this canvas. So instead of flipping it and making, I can flip it, but what you'll do is you'll have the kids hold it like this, put the canvas on top, and then flip. That's how you'll do it. Let me do it with an empty cup. You'll have the kids put the canvas on top of the cup, hold and flip, put down and let sit. Okay? Maybe I should show that and not show the kids some more advanced stuff yet. Okay, so let's go with this. Okay, kids. Now, you're just gonna sit there. Tap your little bottom. All that paint from the bottom has to get to the top now. So let it all flow down. Take a breather, relax, rest. Now, at home, you're going to use a heat gun. Because I started in fluid art years and years and years ago, I use a torch. Most people I know use a torch, but you really need to stick with a heat gun, especially during these times. Because you really don't want to go to the hospital for a burn and then get corona. So here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to tip it up a little bit. Tap. Sound like it's all out. And then we're going to go, whoa. See those beautiful cells? That's what we're going for, is the cells. Now I'm going to try and get my edges covered with whatever's left in that cup. Sometimes the prettiest stuff is left in the cup. That is a saying. Okay, I'm going to keep tilting. And see, that really was only like half, not even like maybe a quarter of that cup. But I would have had way too much. I still have a lot of paint on this canvas. So let me set it down and let me torch. Now you're only torching to get the air bubbles out. So don't go wild with this, because you can set your canvas on fire. Trust me, I have done it. Okay, so now this is really the trick of this, which if you see the videos, they speed it up, but you really have to kind of move very slowly to get your paint to move across the canvas. And trust me, this is going to drip. It's gonna drip into my Lazy Susan. See, all that paint right now, concentrate, the puddle is there. So I know that that's gonna be, let me just use my fingers as an edge catcher and then go back. And so now I'm trying to, yeah, see, we got that. Now I'm trying to go this way. And it takes a bit of patience, but the end product is really worth it. Hopefully I've got some in here for this corner. Let's go, it's going this way. I can see it heading this way. And I've lost some already underneath here, so I put that in the corners. So that's okay. The paint that's fallen off, I'll just use in the corners. Okay, so let's try and get this over here. Let's try and move it this way. And I'm using my finger as an edge catcher. Again, I would, you know, I have made like a bunch of these videos in the past, and I just go ahead and I wear gloves. But given that there's a shortage of personal protective equipment in hospitals, I'm not going to bother with gloves. It's non-toxic paint. I'm not going to get hurt, and I'm not going to recommend anybody else gets gloves at this point if you're going to do this, because our hospital staff need to be taken care of, our medical professionals. So let's go ahead and continue to go back this way. We're going to try and catch this. Now the majority of the paint is really leaping over the side here. I got to kind of flip it that way. See if I can get it. If you can't see this, I'm going to try and show you. Now the good thing about plastic, you know, my Lazy Susan is plastic. My even if this didn't get covered, this would be known as negative space, and it's perfectly acceptable to have negative space on your canvas. I mean, nobody says anything about that. Okay, let's see if I can get it this way. Hold on. Whoa. So let's see. I'm using my hand as an edge catcher to try and keep that paint on the canvas. Okay, and I'm going to go back this way now. We got one last corner to fill. Yes, my hands are completely covered, but it doesn't matter because I have the rags to handle it. So I got a call from my doctor's office. I have an appointment tomorrow, and they're like, come early. And I'm like, why? I figure I'm in good position. Nobody's going to show up tomorrow. And they go, yep, that's why we want you to come early, is because nobody's coming. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there early. I mean, like, my appointment was moved up 9 hours. So anyways, parents, this slow tilting can keep your kids busy for hours. Hours upon days. And it's really quite simple to do. Anybody can do this kind of art. It's pretty relaxing. There's a lot of techniques that can be done. So I'm only showing you this one today. Let's get this last bit, this last little corner. I gotta run this back down here. This last little corner I gotta get. Let's see if I can run this all. See, it's moving. And these cells are what really you're going for. All these huge cells. Oops. Okay, so we're covered. All right, we're good. And I'm covered with paint, but that's not a problem. I don't mind to be covered with paint. That's not really, I wash off. We should be washing our hands anyways. This is just another excuse to wash your hands more. So what I'll do here is I'll help that bit along and I'll help this bit along and see if I can't get that side to go a little bit more over the side. And then I want to see if I can get this side to go a little bit more over the side. Now that was only 1/4 cup of paint. That was a very small amount of paint that really ended up covering an 8x10 canvas. So my point here is you don't need a lot of paint. You're not going to burn through paint quick with 8x10 canvases. Unless you have 12 kids. And then you're going to burn through paint quick, but they're going to be busy. So I'm going to torch it one more time. You will use a heat gun. And the adults use a heat gun, not the kids. And here's one more. We're just going to see if we can get anything to come up extra. Usually in that white we can get stuff to come up. White's a pretty dense color. And so this is really a simple home art project to do. Gives your child something to do during the day. Of course, you maintain the heat torch. And that is it. That is how you mix paints, and that is also how you do a dirty cup pour. So this is Beth Siebert, Indian River County Fluid Artist. I hope you do this with your child. Stay busy, stay active, stay positive, and everything will work out.